Welcome back to the Wanneroo Sports and Social Club in the northern suburbs of Perth, and we are up for our final match of the day, and it is the men's state singles final for 2024-25. Dynamic Sublimation is the sponsor, Bowls WA the host, and it is going to be Ben Leggett to take on Russell Bates. We are guaranteed a new state singles winner. Clive Adams here. I'm joined by the state coach, Lindsay Thorne. How are you, sir?
Hi, Clive. How are you going? It's going to be an entertaining game. The last game, the wind changed. That's going to make a big factor in this. Have a big factor in this game, I think.
Yeah, quite possibly. It was what a thrilling finish we saw to a women's final that looked like it was going all one way, but Lara Butler didn't. Well, wouldn't expect her to lie down either, but with the experience and the quality of her play. But Christina got over the line. 6 state singles wins. Lindsay, incredible performance.
That was a brilliant performance, and Lara come back. There was three teams behind. The wind changed, and as I said a minute ago, that it made a lot of difference. Like Squiggles, it was a long way in front, and then Connor come back with him and got within a few shots.
Squiggles, of course, being Russell Bates.
Yeah, Squiggles. Yeah, Russell Bates. Yeah, sorry, boy, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, we are underway. Ben Leggett he's playing with the yellow bowls, and Russell Bates using the. Well, it's debatable. There was a debate before the match as to whether they're blue or green, but they're not the yellow ones anyway. So we'll go with that.
Oh, yeah. Probably someone online will have a look and comment. I think they've got a bit of blue in them, but anyway, at this stage they're green.
So Russell Bates has been here before. He was runner-up in 2022 when Dave Downey won the state singles at Bassendean. Ben Leggett, very much a player on the rise. Lindsay, you were there over on the Gold Coast for his first taste of state bowls, and he certainly measured up to the task for his first series.
He was very good. He took a little while to adjust, but once he got into the groove, he was very good. And I think he's got a big future, and he'll move down the line, somewhere along the line. But yes, he's a very good player. This is a good shot from Squiggs here.
Great shot.
Front knocker, very good shot.
Another of the players whose family loves bowls, and that's, Chris, father, Ruby, who's a younger than Ben, his younger sister that is a great player in her own right, and it's just fantastic to see the family aspect of bowls shine through again as Ben just passes on the outside there.
And no slouch, the old man either,
Absolutely.
It's good he's played a good bowl, because Squiggs will be up there and around about it here now.
Russell
Should
Bates.
I keep calling him Squiggs, or can we call him Russell, everybody?
Well, I've called you Lindsay so far. I haven't gone Prickles.
Yeah, that's it.
We could argue over whether it's Prickle or Prickles. I know we
or something else. Anyway, we won't go down that path.
All right, so Russell switching to the wide hand. It's interesting because making that switch leaves that shot there for Ben Leggett to play up and land the bowl or trail the jack. I think he was looking for a bit of coverage at the back.
Yeah, well, Squiggles, you watch his last game. He protects what he's got. And I think sometimes some of the players have got to learn to do that, protect what they got instead of chasing the shot, you know what I mean?
Well, we can be sure that Ben's chasing shot here. He'll be looking up underneath, looking to trail the jack or sit the bowl. He's very close. Does he hang on enough here? Oh, he's played a cracker.
He's played a cracker. He's still
may
one
not
down.
have got shot out of that.
No,
yeah.
One down.
It's about the only way he didn't get shot out of that. He got the perfect split.
You see, Russell Bates wants to know what colour he is, and they put up a blue marker. Can we get a green marker, please?
He's going to stick with the forehand, so he's got his own bowls coming in there.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to touch the other bowl coming in on his backhand.
Especially early in the match when you're perhaps not quite sure where the line is. So, first bit is to get around that front bowl. Has he done that? He has.
Sneaks
drawn
up
a counter.
That's a very good shot.
Beautifully played.
And we got that both wrong. Both got that wrong. We're supposed to draw around it, wasn't he? Drew under it.
2 shots it is to Russell Bates to get us scoring. Of course, 25 up in this matchup, and the winner will be a first-time winner of the men's state singles. Prickles pretty excited in terms of taking over the state coach role, mate?
Yeah, I am excited. I'm
You've wanted to do it for a few years.
I've been wanting to do it for a long time, but get the opportunity. I'll do little things a little bit different, still on the same sort of format, but look to the younger blokes, find a few older generation and we get a good balance. And what Peter's done the last 2 years, I think, has been, or 3 years, has been very good, and no one understands what the work that he has done. So we'll follow up in the same pattern. I'm pretty happy with the team. We've got Squiggles as a team, or Russell Bates, and Gordon King. That'll be different, won't it?
In terms of selection?
Yes, it'll be entertaining, won't it? 3 opinionated people.
I'll sit on the fence on that, I think.
Okay, thanks, Clive. Well, you want a game, do you?
No, look, it's great to see passionate people involved, Prickles, and you're one of those. You always have been passionate about WA bowls, and so is Russell, and so is Kingy. So, in that regard, you want passionate people involved that really care about how the state, how the team goes, and how the team's built. So,
good shot from Russell Bates.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier in singles. That first bowl just a foot or two behind online. It's pretty handy. See,
this is where the thing is now, and Ben is going to drop short with that, so he's got to adjust. Now, with Russell there, he's going to be a comfortable draw shot, but Ben is this time going to make sure he reaches, and this is where sometimes get into trouble.
Yep. Well, Russell already deciding to play the backhand side. We saw that during Christina and Lara's match, that Lara was preferring the wider side of the rink. And Christina more the narrow side of the rink. It's just a matter of feel.
I was talking to Christina about that. But what an adjustment that is. Now, that's one on one hand and one on the other hand. That's very good with this wind. I don't know whether you can hear this, but it's windy.
Breezy conditions. Wanneroo's known for it.
Yeah.
Well, Ben's certainly got more weight.
He made a beautiful adjustment here. Strong shot. That's a very good ball.
Beautifully played.
And that was the quality of him over Usman at there. He had a lot of the little shorty ones like that, but he adjusted very good, and that's a sign of a good player.
James Newlist saying, "Hey Prickles, greetings from Leonora." Everyone's saying hello to you, Prickles. David Grimer, Scotty Edmonds.
Scotty, he's a good boy, Scotty. Yeah. I think he's drawn good again, isn't he?
Needs to reach. Needs to run the journey now. Probably just still one down to that.
David Grimer, that's New South Wales, is it? He used to play at Double View.
Okay. Ah, yes, I remember.
David Grimer, yeah.
Yes. Well, this one needs to run. That's all it needs to do. The line's good enough. Well, that is close.
I'd say be holding.
Yeah, he's dropped in for 2. Ryan Havercroft looking after us. He is one of the best in the business at this, at the marking and paddling and
another dedicated umpire, which
absolutely
is credit to these guys. There's half a dozen here. There's a couple of newies around learning the trade. I think it's very good.
Well, of course, Ryan had the honour of marking the World Singles Final, the World Championship Singles Final, as Russ was on a very nice effort here. He's going to need it to hang on late because it's going to want to go late. Well,
I'd say he would be.
Welcome to the world of commentary, Frickles. This is close.
Isn't it good? We'll go back to the umpire. You told him he's the best, so he'll tell us.
He's having a good look. I think it was a favour Ben, but close.
Yes.
Call. So Russell on the board first. He's leading 2 shots to 0. Can Ben counter that as the breeze whips up as he's about to let go of this one? He's out on a very nice line.
He's very line. That's coming right from the high side. That's my favourite position where it should come from.
It's the pace. Is it here?
No,
not quite.
It's not here.
So we'll check this out. They may get the measure out. Nope, one it is.
And that's it.
So both players on the board, which is always a nice nerve settler, Prickles, and 2-1 lead to Russell Bates.
Yeah, and quality bowls already.
Interesting stories for both of these players. You've got a player on the rise versus a player that has been around a long time, Russell Bates, and he's knocked on the door of singles titles and pairs champion from last year, of course.
And a character of the game.
Different, yeah, absolutely. And just at different periods in their career.
Yeah. Russell, I still had him earmarked to play next year, and he wanted to take on this role, which he's very keen. And I tell you what,
great starter, Prickles.
That is brilliant. That is brilliant. That is good. And you have some interesting meetings with Mr. Bates. He's got some good ideas. Sometimes you've got to put the handbrake on him a bit. It's the same as me, I suppose. No, he's a dedicated player. Been a long time. I think he started his bowler's career here. Is that correct?
He certainly played a long time for Wanneroo. He was, I think he started here.
Yeah, him and the brother.
Yeah, Ronnie.
That's another good reply. No, that's perfect.
Russell was actually my third when Wanneroo won the One Red Premiership in 2006.
Oh, there you go.
Russell played 3 to me.
I played 1 year out here.
Yeah.
1981.
1981. It was a bit before my time, Freckles.
The golfies got me out here.
Yep. It's a good club.
It is.
A lot of good people.
You see how the wind got that? Just
lay,
nice,
and particularly with Ben's bowls. Ben's are a fairly tight set of bowls, so
yeah.
Pinjarra Bowling and Recreation Club, we're all cheering you on, Russell. And Mills is watching. Craig Mills is watching. G'day, Clive and Prickles. Russ has been in some good form in the last couple of years. On you, Millsy.
Two.
Christian Carr, 2 quality blokes.
Now Christian, you're telling lies.
I think he's talking about the players.
I think so.
Yep.
He's telling lies now.
And Keith Scott also watching. Another wonderful servant of our sport.
Another good shot here from Benny. He's holding 3 shots.
Yeah, and look, there's no real easy get out of jail shot here for Russell.
This is where the way Squiggles plays. He'll just try and draw. It cuts it down. He's quite happy to cut it down to 2 or 1. He doesn't play too many silly shots. Now it's been a monstrous gust of wind. It's just blown the screen over. And look what happens to his bowl.
Yeah, just held out.
That is going to be very frustrating today.
So Ben will want to get another one in here without really connecting everything up.
Yeah.
That gap is very useful to him at the moment. I think even if
he's
just
back
a little
on
bit...
He doesn't seem to be too happy, but...
well, I was going to say, even a little bit short, but counting would be handy, and it's almost what he's come up with.
Yeah.
Probably just out. Well, this is tough for Russell. I mean, realistically, if he wants to draw a shot, he almost has to go to the forehand side.
Yeah.
This is
where you get caught. He'll play it again the same hand, and he'll try it a little bit tight, and the wind will drop off and it'll cut across the head and it becomes very frustrating.
That's the danger. I think he's going bigger.
It's a very big swing here. I think
he's having a crack at this. Well, Jack in the ditch is 4 shots, Prickles. Jack in the ditch is 4 shots. He's found this gap. We said that gap was potentially useful for Ben Leggett. He's going to get at least 3. We'll just make sure that front one's not in, which I don't think it is.
I don't think so. I think... no.
3 shots it is, and Ben Leggett takes a 4-2 advantage.
That's a nice advantage, isn't it?
Yep, just after 3 ends have been played. Of course, we'll play as many ends as it takes for someone to get to 25.
So how many years were you here?
It would have been a good 25.
25, yeah.
Yeah, it might be a little bit more than that. I think I've had about 11 at Cambridge now, and I had a couple at one at Aussie Park and one at Doubleview. So, and
did we let you in Doubleview?
Been going apparently, yeah, every now and then.
Did we let you have a beer?
So I think and then the rest of them have been at Wanneroo, and wonderful years at Wanneroo.
Yeah, great club. We still love coming out here.
Great start here from Ben. He's going to park just in behind. Again, that A1 type position in singles where you just get that first bowl trickling past. Always a handy place to be.
The crowd today was good for all these blokes, and it was really good for.
Absolutely.
You couldn't get in the car park, so you're parking down the hill.
Fantastic.
See what Russell Bates does here.
Well, the line's perfect. What's he done with the weight?
Just got to run the. Oh, he's got half a metre short. So.
Almost the opposite to what we saw last time in this direction, where the two players were the other way around. Green's a picture. Green looks stunning.
It's Coxie. Gary Cox. He must have been away for a while because they went off a fraction, didn't they? I think he likes to trip around a bit. So
spends a little bit of time up in the NT, does Gary Cox.
There,
yep, a few of the Wanneroo guys like doing that. Donny Charles goes up there. Chris Buckholtz is up there now.
I think while we're on here, we should send our love to Buster Quinlan and his wife. He had a bit of a nasty accident, still in hospital. I think the whole bowling fraternity send our love to you, Buster. Get well and say hello to Jill.
Well said. Well said.
There's a good shot. Very good shot.
Dean asking how quick the green's running. I don't think it's flying. I think we're probably talking about a 15.5 type pace. It looks pretty kind.
I think played here last Saturday, but absolutely terrific, and today it's got nice speed. I can get the old-fashioned stopwatch out if you like.
It's not a bad length to measure. It might be a little bit long.
Well,
but,
we'll have a quick little look and keep everybody happy then, won't we?
Great shot from Ben Leggett there. Draws the shot. I'm just impressed with your use of technology, Prickles.
Well, that's about the only thing I can do, Clive. You send me an email, you got to know it. That's why I've got Squiggles in the coaching panel with me, so he does my emailing, and so I'm not very good at that caper.
All right, can Russell Bates find the correction? He just wants to sort of find the midpoint between his two bowls. It looks like a pace that's just allowed all the shots to be played. I tell you what, he's not far away with this.
This is perfect, and it's going to give you a good idea.
That's beautifully played by Russell Bates. And that's gone at about 16.5.
That's over the distance, and that's...
I reckon it's slightly too long, so I reckon about 16.
Well, that came out 16.61.
Yep. So about 15.5 to 16 is about right. Yep.
Which you can't get any better.
Perfect.
That is perfect. Well done, Coxie.
And Pat Daly pointing out that Benny will be well and truly used to this breeze with his experience from Joondalup, of course.
Yeah.
Now at Mount Lawley. And going very well at Mount Lawley, he is.
Yeah, he's going to be a player.
I'll tell you what,
he's close here. This is what you call
That's
very good shot. Well played. Very well played. Quality bowls here, guys.
He's got a willing crowd cheering him on as well, has Benny. He's got both ends of the rink covered a bit. Well, Russell's got a shot on here, but the only issue is if he gets his own, he's going to drop another one. A little bit of weight up onto that last bowl of Benny's, and it pops the jack or gets the bowl off clean.
Yeah.
At this stage of the game, I think you probably play it, and it's only one worse if you move your own.
Well, I think he's got early in the piece here. He's played the weight.
I'll tell you what, he's given it a chance. Now, does he get down?
What a shot.
Does he get down? He's got the gap. Wow, what a great effort. Super effort. It was doing its best work late, but didn't quite get down for him. One it will be to Ben Leggett, and he leads at 5 shots to 2. So, Shane, this is the final of the Bowls WA men's state singles. And, we're playing at Wanneroo, which is about half an hour north of Perth. Very, very breezy afternoon. That breeze is really up now. It was gusty earlier on. It's a bit more persistent now. Matt Hanson says g'day as well, Prickles. Everyone's saying hello to Prickles.
Catch me a fish, Matty, please, will you? Nice photograph you sent last week. I think Carl Langdon got it. Well done.
Ben Leggett with his first attempt here. This is the 5th end of the match,
That's
and he's
good.
done a pretty good
I mean,
job.
that's a great start.
It is.
Matty Hanson bought himself a yacht and he's going to sail around Australia. What a life.
Yeah, wow. Russell Bates is going to fight the breeze.
See what the wind's going to do. See how he gets hurt here.
Yeah.
Weight's absolutely a treat. Good shot though.
And that is hard for you to get a feel for on the screen. But that breeze just whipped up and no breeze, and that turns right back to the jack. Oh, Ben's in the area again. That's here. Good.
Yeah. He's got the rise. Nice. Beautiful weight. Look at that. That's a gold shot. Well played. Well, he's the future, and there's a few other kids around. They're going to be the future of bowls, bowls in Western Australia. Got some young blokes, a couple of young blokes at Aussie Park. I think in the future they'll be good.
Yep.
Got a couple of other guys around. And that's the future. We still got to have the golden oldies, but you got to get the youngers that...
Now, does this one hang on? This is the difference.
No,
there's no breeze right now.
No breeze.
And look at the difference.
Just,
that's actually a perfect example.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. And that's where it becomes a little bit frustrating for the players.
You just got to go with what's
the
majority. Yep.
Yeah.
Pick your line and stick to it. Ben would love nothing more than just to close right in on this jack now. Cover this up a bit. Well, he's done it well.
Look at that. That is perfect.
Just narrows down the angles for Russell now. Russell's still got shots to play there, but that middle ground is no good for Russell now.
We'll see what Rusty does. He's on the mat and he's taking a big deep breath.
Benny even looking after us with the camera there. He really just had a look and realised he was standing in the way a little bit. Had a little step sideways and looked over for approval.
He's a good guy.
The challenge here for Russell is finding that line that's going to work. Now, this is better.
Is right. Now, a little bit of wind, just no.
Still didn't quite hang on.
Look at that.
I'll be interested to see what he does with his last. That's 3 attempts, and he hasn't quite been able to nail it. Does he fire one at it with the last to try and get a couple out of there?
Well, that's right. He can play another bowl exactly the same as what he just did there and get nothing, or... All depends where Benny puts his last
I don't think Ben's
bowl.
got too much to worry about. I think he just wants to try and draw another.
Yeah.
Don't think he needs to be looking at the back or anything like that. Having said that, if he doesn't want Russell just to fire at it, going around the back wouldn't be the worst tactic.
I think it's another good line. All depends on that wind, and the wind's just... Yeah.
Gee, if I'm Russell, I'm tempted just to fire at this. Lots of angles where he can get a couple out. There is the Neshel shot.
You've got 6 bowls within a metre, so...
The Neshel shot, just to land the shot bowl, it's just the toughest shot to play, but we'll see.
Right. Now
pretty much the draw shot.
He's out very wide.
Will it come back? No. So that's going to be 3. I think it's 3 to Ben. We haven't really had confirmation of the third one, but I did notice Ryan get in there and have a look at it at one stage, so it might be closer than we think.
Well, a great start for the young fellow.
3 it is. 8 shots to 2.
8 shots.
He'll be certainly happier with his start in this one than in the semi-final. He was down by about 16 shots to 3 by this time in the semi-final.
And he
was to get back and win it.
He wasn't playing like he's playing here, like he chased and he chased and he chased, and all of a sudden I don't know who whispering is in his ear. It might have been his dad or something, but he settled down and Went started drawing shot, and the wind changed at that time, and that's when he got back into the game.
You see Chris and Ruby sitting up behind the rink there, cheering Ben on.
She loves the bowls, doesn't she, young
Absolutely,
Ruby?
and
yeah, good on
she
her.
can play too. Had a good run in the women's state pairs, Ruby with Sally Wilkie.
Yeah, there's a good shot. He's playing good.
Max Kleinig. So we've got the South Aussies watching.
Good on you, Maxie.
Good on you guys.
Haven't seen him for a while.
No.
He can play.
Oh,
what's he a player?
Just a bit.
Yeah, just a bit.
I'll tell you what, Ben's first one was a cracker. Rusty's not far away.
That's a very
just
good
going to be
shot.
on the outside.
That's perfect. But you can have all them perfect bowls and don't get a count.
Absolutely. Of course, earlier in the day, Christina Christic won her 6th women's state singles title in just a period of 10 years. It's incredible.
I mean, Lara, she's got a world title, Australian singles, hasn't she? I mean,
Australian Open, yep.
Australian Open, pretty quality two players.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And dedicated to the game.
Yeah. It's quite amazing, Prickles. I mean, you and I have been treated to watch Christina emerge through the sport, and the poise that she shows under pressure, the way she represents our sport, second to none.
She's gold. She is gold. Let's see what Rush is doing here.
Well, he's closer.
It's pretty nice. It's a very good shot. There
Still needs it to get down.
Little tap.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, that gives
really.
him a chance.
Yeah, it's not. He might even have shot. One yellow.
One yellow.
Well, that is where sometimes looking at our pictures can be a little bit deceptive, because you almost would have given that to the back bowl of Russell's.
Well, during Russell's game, they changed his green stickers to blue stickers to green. So I think he should call the umpire and change the. What do you think, Cole?
Yeah.
The green
It
stickers.
was a winning formula.
It was a winning formula for him last start, so maybe he should do that. No, he's got a nice shot there. Probably wouldn't have had this problem, Clive. You had to put the tent up right in the first place. Eh? Who put it up?
Peter Harris just making sure nothing's going to blow away with the breeze coming in. All right, Rusty. Any movement of Jack here, Prickles, would be massive for
This is a good shot.
Russell Bates.
Come on, Russell
Has he
Bates.
got movement?
That's brilliant.
What a shot.
That is what a shot. And he's got out in the wide hand.
Oh, now.
That's the quality he can be.
Do all three of those go if Ben hits that split?
Well, Benny won't be shy.
He'll be going.
He'll be doing
bowls.
that. He'll be ripping through that middle orange bowl, and
He gets the split on Russell's
he'll
too.
be happy, and
yeah.
or he'll be shaking his head. What do you think? He'd love to have a little run.
It is a very inviting target.
Here he goes. He's setting up.
Oh, and he's close. What's
He's
he
got the
got?
split.
All of them. What a shot.
Well, that's
wow.
That is gold. That is gold.
Absolute perfection. And
That's a sign of a young bloke on his way, you
he
think?
had those from the moment it left his hand. What a shot. He gave it the big come on afterwards as well. Now can Russell hold his nerve and draw?
Well, he played the bomb, and he's got to play that hand again, so... Does lightning strike twice, Clive, in the same spot?
He's certainly capable.
Oh, here, this fella is. Nice grass.
He's turned his back. But that was just to get the
No,
mat.
that's only to
because
get the
he's
mat
drawn-
because
because
he's
drawn
a
the
gentleman.
shot.
Have a look at this, mate. This is just drawn shot. Well done, Russell Bates.
That is a
well
great
done.
shot
That's
from Russell.
well, good shots, boys. Well played.
Held his nerve.
Aye.
8-3.
That is terrific. That is terrific.
Benny with a big smile on his
Yeah.
face. I think he knew.
Big
he
smile.
Knew. Look, if I get 3 out of this, I'm lucky.
Big smile on his face, but he might have said something under his breath, would you thought? Or he's been not like that, not like me.
All right, so Russell now with the opportunity to just make a bit of a change. He lost 4 ends in a row.
This will be very long.
Yep, he's going.
Which probably might suit Benny Linkett because that's how long are those greens out there at?
They are international size.
International size, so if you're playing a full length out there, you're playing a full length, aren't you?
Not here. We're talking more of a 38-metre green here.
Yeah, okay.
If we went any further, we'd be in the showgrounds here, Prickles. So.
Well, I can remember a day when Russell Bates had a bad day and one of his bowls landed over in the show green.
No, I don't.
You
I
sure?
don't think so. No.
I heard a rumour. Used to be a bit temperamental in his young days.
He did. He'll admit that. Very much the family man these days.
Sensational job what he does with his young bloke, and what a gold young fellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, takes him everywhere.
I was here the day at this club when Russell. We were sitting in the bar area, and Amber, Russell's wife, was working behind the bar. She wasn't his wife at that stage. He said, "I'm going to go and ask her out." And he went and asked her out, and the rest is history.
That's a good story, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good story. You wouldn't have been having the beer, though. You'd only be working behind the bar, wouldn't you?
I was probably underage at that stage.
Maybe your first date game, Clive, what I bought you?
My first state game?
Yeah, I bought you Mars bar and a can of Coke.
Did you? I don't know. Is that rare? You buying for someone? I'll leave that to the comments.
Who was that? Can I love to know?
Now, does Ben have the jack here? He's just on the outside of it, I think.
Close.
Just passing. So still 1 to Russell.
So
Russell just needs to string a couple of ends together here.
That's it. Then it'll be a game on. I still think it'll be game on anyway.
Still plenty of support from Joondalup for Russell. Of course, the Joondalup members don't have to come too far. We're at Wanneroo, just across the lake from Joondalup.
Yeah.
Obviously, they still love him.
See, this all depends at nails.
Russell just missing the weight there. Opportunity for Ben to make the correction that he needs to make. This will just be a draw shot, looking to drop a metre on his last.
A little front knocker makes 3 too. A bit more than the front knocker by the screen.
It's a tightish line.
No, he's tight.
Ben's bowls don't do a lot, but it's hanging on. Still 1 to Russell. A little bit of a loose end, but that was sort of what Russell was looking for with playing such a long end.
Yeah.
Just to try and get Ben off the jack, because he's been very, very good so far. So in that regard, the tactics work so far.
Looks good country to me. Here we go. It's going to turn a little bit. No, just...
Don't think that's done enough to count, but it might have done.
It's amazing to see this through this tournament all day today.
When it is 2, Prickles. So.
Yeah, with a change of length.
Just changes things, doesn't it?
It made a difference in a couple of the games, the last game.
That's one thing about singles play, is that you're in charge of your destiny, and you're in charge of, changing things up if that's what you feel you need to do. And it's not always about being all over the jack. You just got to be closer than the opposition. So if that means playing a long end and you end up with an end like this...
I don't know whether he likes this, turned his back on this.
Was it just to get the mat? Or is he quick?
I think he's quick and nowhere.
Well, it's going to be 2 shots to
that's
Russell, and a little bit of a loose couple there.
Interesting turnaround. It makes it 8-5. It's interesting to see what length he plays this time. Go long again.
Brett Spur watching. Gee, we've got the Who's Who of Bowls watching this game, so great to see everyone joining and having a look. Brett Spur saying, great shot, Russell. He did that against us in the National Pairs Final. Well, I can tell you, Spur, he did that against me in the State Pairs Final as well. So, all right, we are going to thank Prickles for his time, mate. All the best with the state coaching.
Yeah, look forward to it. I need a lot of help from you blokes, sir.
Yep.
All right?
Good on you, mate.
All
Thanks,
right,
Prickles.
thanks very much. Have a good day, everybody.
And yes, Prickles, the new state coach, and passion, there is no doubt about it when it comes to Lindsay Thorne and WA Bowls. He loves it. And can't wait to see what he brings to the table in the state coaching role. Peter Harris rejoins me.
Yeah, I'm back.
Been busy?
Busy, just... Oh, you're going to address me?
Yeah, I think that's about right now.
Okay, very good.
All right.
Yes, just talking to a few people.
Ben certainly started this match very solidly, but Russell's fighting his way back. And another great shot from Ben Leggett.
Yeah, not much is going to phase Russell. He won't change his demeanour too much whether he's in front or behind.
No, well, we've talked about, we talked about his match from Saturday where he was 10-0 behind against Calvin Rogers and just held his nerve. You wouldn't have known. If you'd looked at him, you often don't know whether he's in front or behind. Russell?
Yeah. No.
Gives nothing away.
Gives nothing.
Of course, Brett Spur watching on. He's another name that you'll see in the Bowls Premier League in just a few weeks' time. Looking forward to that. There's Russell. It's another one in the area. Christina Christic, of course, who we just saw win the women's final, will be in action at Moama.
Ben would like, I reckon, to just get in the area, but just sliding past. He's pretty close to doing that. Might go a bit further than he wants.
I will say, Pete, that Brett Spur at BPL 20, he had the new to the BPL smile on his face. You know that? You know that smile?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
He had the new to the BPL smile on his face for the entire tournament. It was fantastic. So Russell switching to the backhand. I guess he's looking to use his own bowl a little bit, maybe turn it up for shot. Going to have to be very precise to do it. At the very least, maybe he gets one past and is in line to play a shot.
Yeah, as much as Ben didn't like his last bowl, it has made Russell do something like that.
Yeah.
Rusty's bowl in front of Jack. Yeah, in front of Jack by 5 inches. And how close am I touching? Just under an inch.
So Ben just asking a couple of pertinent questions just to get the lay of things.
He doesn't trust himself not to tap it, which he certainly doesn't want to do. He'll make Russell do that.
I don't know that he's quite sent this one.
No, but it may do some damage to Russell. Although he may look up the hole on the backhand.
His bowl's sort of protected in playing that, isn't it? I mean, you'd think he couldn't hold enough to get his own bowl and not get Ben's. Yeah. So we haven't seen, both players are not shy to play the aggressive shots. It's not something that Russell's known for.
No, he played a few in the semi-finals as Colin was coming back at him and killed a couple of ends. So he may be a bit daring here on the backhand.
It's probably not a shot of choice for him. He'd rather draw, but
that or he's turning his own on the same hand. See how he's feeling here.
I like to see the weighted shot, I think. I think that turning your own on the backhand's a really hard shot.
Okay, he's playing
in between weight. I'm not quite sure he's got enough.
Can he hold? Gets underneath it, but didn't quite get underneath it. I'm with you. I think he got underneath it. I'm not sure it was holding enough, maybe.
It probably only had a metre of weight.
Maybe if you got half of it, that was enough to get the jack moving. Anyway,
How hard does Benny try here to get another one? He's got a smile on his face. Anyway, they look like they're enjoying themselves, which is half the battle in pressure moments.
I'm not sure he's trying that hard.
If you do want to go back and watch the women's singles final, you will be able to do that on the Bowls WA Facebook page. We'll also upload to YouTube. That'll probably happen tomorrow. And you can watch it back on Streamer as well. Yeah, there you go. There's confirmation. He said, I'm not trying too hard. I did ask the question as to how hard he might try it. And,
it's a long 35-metre walk when you don't try too hard to send it down.
One shot it is to Ben, and he now leads at 9 shots to 5. There was a subtle hint there for Peter to update the live scoring.
Yeah, I'm right on the ball here.
All right, so back to a more medium type length. If anything, it's on the short medium
short
side
medium
because the mat's up. Oh, it's a great starter here from Ben. That's a very nice opener.
It's clearly his happy length.
Well, he's won 5 of the 8 ends played so far. 2 of them have been multiples. A couple of threes, and that's where the lead comes from. And a lot of those ends, he started with a bowl like that. And if Russell's not far away in reply here, does he have the jack? No.
Again, Ben just looking to lay his own down or slide on past on the outside, I suspect. That'd be the preferred option. He's just kind of duck underneath. Still a good shot.
It's one of those ones, once it's ducking underneath, you almost want it to roll a little bit further, don't you? Just to get that sort of bowl width.
And it has rolled enough that, but it still makes it look easier, even if it has actually no effect.
It's silly, isn't it? But you're right. But it's, in fact, this is going to be weight from Russell.
Yeah, he's going. He's had enough of this playing around.
Yeah, he's going to get one bowl. Just watching. Nino get out there to help grab a bowl, but to do so, he basically it was like someone trying to dodge lasers when they're trying to rob a bank, you know. So he stepped over the bench and stepped through some signage.
One and a measure.
Surely this is a draw shot now on the
switching.
Forehand.
Yeah, forehand draw, I would suspect.
Wind's just died down a little bit at the moment. Line's okay.
Just got to settle or grab a jack.
Just on the outside of it.
There's Nino.
Yes.
Came over the bench behind him, threw the black things behind him. It's like play school it was. Don't think he's given it any more.
Well, he might sneak past his first, but almost identical.
Set the bat.
Well, it does mean he might actually have 3 because they couldn't rule out that he didn't have 2 beforehand. So
is Russell game enough to come through the middle, jack in the ditch for 3?
He's thinking about it.
He's a thinker. That's what Russell. He'll go through his progression of shots.
He might want to go and have a look and see whether he thinks he's 1 down or 3 down. It's a tough decision because the draw shot's not easy.
No, and that
All he's got to do is touch one of those bowls and he's not drawing anything if he runs into either of the front bowls.
And that running shot there would be...
There's Laurel.
Oh,
Did a good job for us in the women's singles final and stuck around to have a look at the men's.
It would be very inviting coming through that gap at the front with the two back ones. It's one of those, depending on obviously if it's 1 or 3 or 2. I know I shouldn't, but I really want to play this.
Mark Pasalic and Gary Cox there. Gary
There's
Cox
our
is the one
greenkeeper.
that's looked after the greens here and done a fantastic job for us. I think he was a nervous man this morning. I just think, the greenkeepers,
Oh yeah,
they take it very personally.
he certainly produced a beauty.
So is this draw weight? Is it landing weight?
It's more landing weight.
He needs it to be draw weight now because otherwise it's going to keep rolling.
I suspect he must think he's only 1, wouldn't you?
Well, I don't know unless he was trying to draw and he was quick. In which case he thinks it's 3.
You want to ask him on him go through?
It's the trouble with singles, you don't really know.
Where are you drawing, Russell? Either way.
Oh, I'm not sure Ben even wants to measure. I think he thinks it's 3.
Sure, the old timer Russell will make him measure, whether he thinks it's 3 or not.
And I'll check the other one of Russell's, see if that's any closer. He said, no, it's not
Don't
closer.
care.
This is going to be in by a mile, I think.
It is. It is.
3 shots it is. Ben Leggett takes a commanding 12-5 lead. It's far from over, but at 12-5, that's a very handy lead to have. 25 is the journey.
It's been a day of comebacks. Not all of them been successful, but still day of comebacks.
It's a day of somewhat changing conditions. The only thing I'll say now is if we head up to 4 o'clock local time, it's probably less likely there's going to be too much of a change in conditions now than earlier in the day. You know, at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you'd almost guarantee you're going to get a breeze of some sort come in and change conditions. Not so sure of that at 4 o'clock. Still plenty of sunlight too, so I don't see the sun dropping away and changing the pace of the green or anything like that.
No, we'll be finished before dark.
Still, the opportunity's there right now for Russell to close in. And again, we see the players choosing to play opposite sides of the green.
Nice start. Something to be beaten.
Should say Russell will have played many a bowl on this green. Not necessarily this particular surface, because this green at one stage was a Tiff Dwarf green.
How long ago did that change?
Ooh.
Tiffs were, there were a lot of Tiffs around, and then suddenly there wasn't. I think Scarborough might have nearly had the last one. Or maybe Aussie Park.
I think A green up the top here was the last one.
Last one?
Because that was Tiff Dwarf for a long time before they put the children's playground in. That never went to anything else.
Okay. But certainly in the 90s there were quite a few Tiffs.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you, but it's probably been a good 15 years now that it's been different. I think this is a Santa Ana green now.
Okay.
But I'm not an expert in that subject, so.
Falls down. What is... Sure, Ryan will tell us in a minute.
Peter Callison said Ben knows a 7-shot lead is not enough. Well, he knows that firsthand from, from the semi-final.
Yeah, 15 shot lead is not enough. Oh, he's asking Ryan to... I thought he was asking Ryan the question, but Ryan did not move, so if you ask the question, Ryan does not want to answer. There's our president, Doug Kelly, and his lovely wife, who's... Well, it was only 3-4 weeks ago she won the ladies' state pairs.
State pairs, yes.
In a sensational beat Christina. It was a really good game. Denise and Jenny Parker.
Yes. Fantastic performance. We were only talking about that a little bit earlier, Pete, because Ben's done a great job there. And there was also a Leggett involved in the semi-finals of the state pairs, Ruby.
It was.
With Sally.
Right, her and Sally went really well.
That breeze just whips up again.
So Ryan just put the one paddle up, so...
Wow, that breeze has just
hurt.
Destroyed that bowl of Russell's.
Yeah, you just got to accept it and move on.
There's nothing he could do about that. It was pretty much still conditions when he let the bowl go. One shot it is. Ben leads at 13 shots to 5. The vagaries of an outdoor sport.
Yeah.
It's now still again. And as I say, for all Russell knew, it was going to be still for that whole bowl. Looks like they might be just taking a quick
Drinks
comfort
break.
spot. So while the players do that, Pete, we should talk a little bit more about that women's final that we saw, because what a fantastic performance it was. Christina Christic leading 18-5, and we thought, well, that might be it. But Lara Butler came storming back, and Chrissy will know that she's earned her 6th title.
Yeah, no, it wasn't given to her, that's for sure. Lara played around with different lengths a couple of times when she got the opportunity, and finally got that long end in. Seemed to just upset Christina a bit. She lost her rhythm. And then when it came back to the distance they'd been playing mostly, Lara still had that confidence a lot more than she had early. She struggled a little bit early trying to find that narrow hand, and eventually went to the wide and got a bit of confidence.
We should also mention that the live streaming doesn't end as of today. Next weekend.
We're down to Emu Point.
Yes, for the Country Interzone Men's Round Robin 4s.
Looking forward to that.
And then the week after?
We're off to Eton for the Ladies Interzone Round Robin Pairs.
So plenty of action to come up over the next couple of weekends.
2 games Saturday, 1 game Sunday morning for both events. 3 games.
All of that on the Bowls WA Facebook page and streamer. Ben Leggett away again, leading 13-5. First half of this match has gone very much his way. Can he continue that and leave those thoughts of a state singles title just on the sidelines for now? It's funny how those thoughts of winning the title, they're never an issue for the player that's behind.
No.
It's the player that's in front that gets those scary little thoughts sometimes.
The closer you get, and when you've got a little bit of a distance and you're going well, that's when they creep in.
The player that's behind just has a focus of trying to catch up. Okay, so sort of even honours, if you like, after those first 2 bowls. 1 long, 1 short. Lisa Featherby there in the background.
There's the Mosman Park grandstand.
As Ben found the correction he needs here, it's certainly enough for shot. Still not quite there. Interesting that Russell's chosen to go to the forehand side here.
Yeah, after obviously played the backhand with his first.
Looks like he's just overdone the weight.
Opportunity.
I'm not entirely sure what Ben's last bowl on the backhand did to make Russell want to change there. It was already shot.
Opportunity for Ben. Holding 2, but nothing real close. But If he can put one really close now, he's got a bit of turning to do.
He got stuck on the breeze a little bit there.
That won't get back with the breeze. So, still anybody's end.
If anything on this green, you'll find the breeze affects the bowls more in this direction than back in the other direction. Just because it whips up over the top of the bank there. You don't really feel it up high, but it's down low on the green. You feel that it's there. The little edge might have been just what Russell needed there, just to slow him down.
I think it helped.
One blue.
Yep, did enough. So,
one blue, debatable green.
yes. It's a very light aqua blue if you're going to call it blue.
Can Ben find the line here? His weight was perfect with the last. It just got stuck out deep.
Certainly better line. Has he got the weight? He does. Well, he does enough.
Well, Peter, is there a hint at going for the jack here?
Oh, there's opportunity if you're that kind of player.
Jack in the ditch for 4.
Not everyone is, but I think Russell is.
He is.
He's a go-getter.
He's probably only one down. This is worth playing. He's looking for the jack in the ditch. He is close. Is it getting down?
Close.
Oh, he's caught the edge.
He might be 2 or 3 down now.
Wow.
That's very unlucky. Very unlucky.
Just couldn't have even fathomed that danger.
No.
Well, what happens if I snick it?
No.
This could be 3.
Looks like 3 from our angle.
Well, if it's 3, Ben will go out to a double-figure lead. Certainly can't blame Russell for chasing that jack. That one's in.
I think this front one's definitely in.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure. Ryan will tell us.
No, just 2.
No, 2. I would have thought the front one was closer.
It appears that Ben didn't even really try, so he looked at it and went, no, it's not even close. So there you go.
There you go.
15-5 is the scoreline. Ben Leggett within 10 shots of victory, but we know that Russell Bates will come at him at some point.
A little bit longer. Jack's a little bit longer than what we may have seen. It's only just in the screen.
And that bowl is not going to get there.
There we go. Thank you, Dean.
Pete vying to become director as well.
Oh yeah, I think I could produce a couple of things, I think.
Well, Russell's out to a nice line here. He's just going to want the weight to be right, and pretty close. In these conditions, not a bad starter. As that breeze has got up again, just when we thought it was gone.
Yeah, I think you were saying there's be no change.
Well, I may have been incorrect. It's the first time for everything. Has Ben found any more weight here?
Yes.
Just a bit.
I think it's enough.
Certainly enough for shot. Still room.
Yes, also looking to lose the age-old meter.
Which is not the easiest task when your last bowl went down in breezy conditions, because you can never be quite sure exactly how much effect it had on it.
He's got it out there again.
It's coming home.
It's a good shot. That should be good enough. Yes, it is.
We've still got more state singles action to come, haven't we? Because it's over 60 state singles.
Over 60s. Yes, we'll get the draw out tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yep.
for the
Is
men's
this
and the
going to pull up?
ladies.
Or just going to pull up or run too far? Just too far.
Of course, the country week draw we're working on, that does take a bit of time. Our biggest drawed event.
Yeah,
3 events in
massive
one.
Numbers again.
Yeah, really, really good numbers again. Yep. So
Women's Country Week's still open at the moment, so don't miss out on that one if you're looking for an opportunity there. It's still open for a few weeks yet. Well, Russell's out on that whitish line again. The last ones have come from there. Just didn't quite have the angle for that one. Tried late.
Yeah, had a late go, but just the one still.
Any thoughts of Ben looking for the bowl potentially? Certainly an opportunity if he wants to play that.
That it is a Ben kind of shot. He doesn't mind reaching when he has the opportunity.
Only issue is if he gets his own front one, he leaves Russell with a shot to make 3 or 4.
Yep. But no, he's
given this a chance line-wise. He's very close.
just got to hold.
He's played it
past his
brilliantly.
front.
He has played it brilliantly.
That's
What a
great
shot.
Great shot.
Why would you go for the bowl, Pete?
I don't say we didn't. We wouldn't have. We're not that good, but
What a great bowl. He's really closed down opportunities for Russell because
yeah, he hasn't got much to.
can't really get the jack moving in the best direction for him.
I think he's looking underneath on this forehand. Can see
Jeez.
half a bowl.
This is a tough shot.
He's not going to hold to it.
What's he doing with the front?
And probably minimal.
That will be two.
Might be 2. Played minimal weight. Probably could afford, if he's going to play that, a little bit more.
That was a tough shot. I can see why he was playing it, but it was a tough shot.
Yeah, and he may have wanted more.
2 it is. So that is now 17-5 to Ben Leggett. He's won 5 ends on the trot, and in doing so, he's scored 9 shots to nil and leads at 17-5.
Edging towards that 18 seems to be a magic number to start the next person behind. Just, I think Ben was down 18-3.
Well, it's definitely 16-3. Did it get to
I'm
18-3?
pretty sure it got to 18-3.
Okay.
I think so. Could be wrong. I quite often am.
Yep.
But I haven't got my pen and paper in front of me.
Well, perfect weight for Ben, but just under the line. Interesting to see what Russell does here. Does he try and change the pace of the game a little bit? He's taking his time there. He's one that does take his time. But does he try and just slow things down a little bit? Hope for a bit of a change of momentum?
It's all you can do until you win the match. You can't change the length of anything until you actually win an end. So Ben will be just trying to hold off that change.
That weight's perfect again here. Beautifully
That's a
played.
great shot. Sitting on the front of the jag, near enough to it.
Well, he's a young man making his mark, is Ben Leggett. He's making every
Certainly.
poster winner so far.
Certainly champ singles last year. He showed that he was on the
State
rise.
fours.
State fours, of course, in the same year, winning it as a leader. So he showed he can draw.
And, of course, made his debut for the state team over on the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
And did a pretty good job
Pretty
with that.
good job,
too.
especially the afternoons. I'm sure he'll be the first to admit these mornings took him a little while to warm up, but his afternoons were really good. So certainly showed he was up to the level. I don't think he'll be stay leading too long. I don't know if Pickles gave any secrets away.
No.
But he's certainly making at least 2 of the state selectors take notice.
Well, he's got a great record at Mount Lawley this year as a Premier
Yeah.
League skipper.
He does. Ken Russell. Just get a second shot to start with and build the head a little bit more.
Oh, he's very close. You get all the way back to Jack, not quite, but it's certainly his second shot.
Probably didn't necessarily build the head much, but at least might give him a little bit of confidence.
Oh, we might see Ben chasing to land that bowl. But Ben's sort of got a second prize. He can land the bowl or just get one past. Doesn't really need one pass because Russell can't chase that, but
probably doesn't really need to land it at this stage. You would hate to turn your own half a roll and then give Russell a look at the jack again. Lands in front inside it. That's 2. And Russell still doesn't have much way to go. He's close to doing that. Just getting down a little bit more. Not quite.
Oh, that is close.
Still 2.
I think it's snuck in.
Ryan says 2.
Tough decisions for Russell
Yeah,
now.
Russell would, I think he shaped up to change hands and then thought better of it. That's when you are in trouble, when you're changing hands every second bowl, third bowl.
Well, this is a tough shot, but he's not far away.
And the angle's very good.
Just a bit quick.
Just the weight.
We say quick, he's only a foot quick. You know.
Yeah, but he is.
2 more to Ben. He leads at 19-5.
Ryan confirms that.
It's a tough ask now for Russell Bates. He needs to get a couple of ends and just change the momentum a bit. Just hasn't been able to take any control in the match. Ben's had the control all the way through.
No, Ben's
Another
been
long
first.
end. Well, longish end. He's rolled the jack right to the tee.
Yep, but Matt's off a bit. So I think it seems to be similar lengths, but he does move the mat around a bit.
Varies where it is,
which is,
well, he even got me then. I called it long and then looked back where he had the mat and went, oh.
So I'm not sure if that's a tactic. I'm going to tactic. It can't be accidental. He knows what he wants, what the length he wants. He doesn't care where the mat is, maybe, but he knows what length he wants. Certainly disappointed with that. Can Russell take advantage?
Just going to be running. He just needs it to switch off a bit now. Here it comes home. Well, that's handy.
Nice start. But you suspect it needs to be better to win the end.
Yeah, well, Ben's made a correction here. Made a solid correction.
Just got to hold.
Yeah, he's done it. That is number 1. Doesn't really... That doesn't enforce Russell to change any hand. He can still get down there on that backhand side, but he is changing.
Yeah, it's one of those, if he was going well, the Russell going well wouldn't change. He wouldn't care. But he's just searching a little bit at the moment, and this is pretty good. There's a nice change.
Has he got the journey for shot?
Oh, just didn't quite run it.
No. Well, Ben out a lot deeper here, but it's starting to come. Starting to get back.
If his weight's right, he's good.
Not quite.
Not quite.
Well, Russell needs to get another one close here, and then he puts pressure on Ben to get another one in there, because otherwise he can chase that bowl out of there. So either draw the shot or get another one close, so he's got 3 seconds. And then he can go to work a bit on that shot bowl if he needs to.
Weight's all right, but I think he's just ducking under.
Well, he's framed that bowl.
Yeah, he has.
I don't know whether that's third shot. It's a chance to be. Ben was just checking where his bowl lies in relation to the Bates bowls.
Talking about the back bowl.
Yeah, as to whether...
Not sure if you're asking if his
What
bowl
beat
beats...
what?
Yeah, what his bowl beats the back bowl.
So he's thinking about whether Russell's going to chase that
So
bowl.
he said no, so that would assume Russell has 2 seconds at the moment, I would think.
Has this got the journey? It hasn't.
No.
Well, back in looking for the bowl. Guaranteed. Russell will play it.
Asking how many seconds
Needs
he's
to
got. 3 seconds, so opportunity. Hasn't had many. Close.
Needs to get down. Needs to get down. And hasn't. So one more to Ben Leggett. He leads at 20 shots to 5. He's within 5 shots of a maiden state singles title. He's won 7 ends on the trot. From a modest 8-5 advantage, he's taken it to a 20 shots to 5 advantage.
Yeah, this will be some kind of comeback.
If Russell can stage this one, absolutely.
Some kind of comeback when you're that close. Again, similar distance. Matt back a bit. Jack a bit shorter. So. And this is a nice start. Very nice start. One hand just pushed it through again. Just hasn't quite been able to find that weight.
That's okay if your opposition's scratching around trying to find their weight as well, Pete, but it hasn't been the case.
Yeah. Or
Ben right in the zone again here. Just going to crash into his own, I think, and that certainly doesn't hurt.
Oh, that hurt.
Has opened the window a little bit. Russell might need to attack this now.
Giving Russell a couple of looks at things.
I wonder whether he searches now. It'd have to be a temptation to do so while the opportunity's there, and that's exactly what he's looking at. A little searcher, it won't be massive. Little searcher, he's very close. He's got one of the bowls and the gap.
A bit more of a solid hit.
Still sets up a little bit of an opportunity for him, especially if Ben lands one jack high now. There's a trail option.
Get an ideal result. Has Ben turning his own or sneaking around the outside of it with a foot or two? I think he's around it this time, but he hasn't got the weight to carry it.
He's very good though.
Definitely counts.
It's a good bowl, yeah.
It's probably still inviting.
Decisions. 2 bowls are touching, so there are players that would just go straight for the 2 bowls.
Definitely.
Russell's got a trail or a sit on. Or he could just draw the shot.
Can he run it out?
Or he could just draw the shot.
Can he run it out?
Not quite.
No.
Just ran out of beans when it needed to roll.
Didn't he set himself up for the next one anyway?
Ryan Abercroft having a good look here. 1 and a measure. Well, Ben needs another close bowl here. Because Russell could just go all 3 of those bowls. It doesn't matter if he gets his own so much.
Ben's changed hands. Don't know if he's trying to tuck it away or
Well, I guess he didn't want to play backhand and just roll Russell in. He's done what he needed to do.
He said he needed to beat either beat the bowl that he beat or beat the other side. He gave a clap. Was that a clap I'm happy or a clap I'm not quite?
Beat the bowl that he beat.
Well, the back one.
Right.
Or he could have stayed the other hand and just beat the side one.
Yeah.
You had to beat one of them. What's Russell going to do? How much weight?
Just landing type, nestling type weight or trail the jack. It's close to the jack. Oh, we can't see.
Benny.
Oh, it didn't quite get the jack.
No.
Benny got in the way, but
Benny wasn't going to let us know. So we know it's one.
Whoop. Oh. Thought Rusty was going to move something there, but he's decided not to.
What a chock. If Ben wants the second one, of course.
Just one. But what that one does is it puts Ben Leggett within one end of state singles title. With plenty of shots up his sleeve. It's been a fabulous display.
Yep.
He still wants to finish it off now.
Yeah, still play confident. You don't want to go in negative, and you can't let the shots come to you. You still got to take the shots. He's put up a bit short in this one.
Cameron Harris making the point that Ben was down 6-18 in his semi-final. He's 39-8 up since. Anyone loves a stat more than I do, Cameron will be up there.
He's close second.
Great shot from Russell.
Russell. There we go. Nice reply from Ben. That's what he has to do. Not getting shots, he's making it hard for Russell to get any more than one. Okay, can Russell repeat? It's one of his attributes. He's able to repeat things.
Yeah, he's not quite going to reach.
Not going to run it out this time.
And this is the challenge now for Russell, is that he's got to come back while Ben doesn't have to take any risks whatsoever.
No, if you drop from one, that's okay.
One, yeah, you can have one.
I'm going to get opportunities, and I'll just be ready for them.
Yep.
Don't need to make anything happen right now. So of course Ben asked Ryan if he could come up. There's only 2 bowls each had been played.
Pretty standard rule, that one.
Yeah.
Ryan would never say no unless it's about the 14th time that he's asked to come down, in which case he might say, yeah, no, just play your bowl.
Yes. He's on a decent line. Has he got the right weight? He liked it for a second. Still a very good shot.
Russell just took the opportunity to walk away for a little while and just compose himself a bit.
Yes, we know he'll see this as a challenge, not as a defeat. He'll be, how close can I get? How much work can I make him do?
Well, he's close for this. He's very close. Just going to crash.
But still, that's a nice... It's been a consistent end from him.
Oh, Benny's looking at this now. Has he created an angle?
Yeah, Russell just told him something.
Is that angle there to move that off the front of the jack? I think it is.
I think it is. Yeah, it is.
He's trying. I think his issue here is he's trying to work out, does it go without the jack? Because there's no doubt it lines up. It's whether it goes across the front of the jack.
It's only the one danger if he gets onto Russell's.
We might have special comments available here.
How's it going out there, mate?
Help!
SOS.
I haven't given up, but
That's good to hear.
All right, Ben Leggett looking to make contact with Russell's last bowl and pop the shot bowl off the front of the jack. He's very close. How much contact's he getting? Oh, no contact. Wow.
Didn't get past.
It's caught the edge.
Don't know if that was a good thing or not. Whether he could get to the edge of his bowl or pop it straight out.
Yep.
It was. It would have been interesting. Got the weight right.
One on the board to Rusty. And he'll
So-
be more than happy to get off 5 because he's been on 5 for quite some time, as we heard in his voice when he joined us just then. So 21-6 the scoreline. And I don't know what Russell's going to think is a good idea here because Ben's varied where the Matt and Jack's gone anyway.
I think he's going to go long, isn't he?
Full length and try and open things up a little bit in terms of the build of the
he
head.
had, even 4, but certainly 3 pretty good bowls that end, so to give you a little bit of confidence. He's gone ditch to ditch.
Yeah, it's going to be within a
Well,
metre or
close
so.
enough.
Yep.
Close enough.
Shane Judas Nan saying, Benny boy in a mood.
Yes, they know each other quite well.
State 4's winning teammates. Russell would have loved to nail that.
Yes, he would have, wouldn't he?
That was just about building something at the moment. Look, he knows. Listen to his voice when he just talked to us. It's unlikely he comes back from here, but you've got to give it a chance. Miracles don't happen unless you give them a chance.
So, opportunity to lose the 2.5 feet. It's got a pretty high line this time.
Well, Ben's got the opportunity now to close right in on this.
Sticking to the same hand. Ryan having a wide-angled look.
Yeah, well, I don't know how much this is going to clear things up because this is on a tight line. It just might be another one in the challenge for shot.
Russell won't mind it being a scrap as long as he's the one getting the one close.
And he's got to pick a hand because he's got 2 yellow ones in the way on both, one on each side. Can he find a way past the yellow?
Well, good question.
The line's good for it.
Can he arrive onto it? Can
Wait.
you arrive past it?
So it's good enough.
I think so. I think
One
measure.
and about 4 measures.
Can Ben find the 3 feet he needs?
Just you wouldn't bet against him.
The line is good enough.
Is he stopping? Well, I think the answer's no.
No. He's going to get out the back door.
Well, as you said, Pete, the whole reason you play a longer length is to try and open these heads up a little bit. A little bit more room. Now, Russell needs to stick to that good line and just draw another one and make Ben come up with the good bowl to stop him from scoring.
Yeah. He has stuck to the good line.
He certainly has. This is well played.
Sliding around. Again, is it going to stop?
You would think that's in.
It's 2, surely.
Yeah.
Going right. Yes.
2 and a measure.
So,
However, there's one yellow bowl yet to be played.
yeah. And then there is room. You'd back him in. Not sure.
Has he got the trip?
Not sure he does.
Nope. That's going to change nothing.
Don't think it. Might have helped with the measure.
Crap closer, yeah.
Might have helped with the measure.
So 2 removed. Well, it's exactly what Russell was looking for. It's still a long way from home, but being still that one end away, potentially. From our angle, it looks like 3, Pete.
Yeah. And it is.
Just wants
Ben
to
wants
check
them
that
all
one.
measured. 4 equally distance bowls away.
3 shots to Russell Bates. He moves to 9, chasing Ben Leggett's 21 as we race to 25.
2 ends in a row.
So Blake Nan says the way Benny's been playing for the last 12 to 18 months, I can't see Russell getting back from here. That was before he scored 3. Peter's
Blake's always been good at timing.
I'm not sure whether Peter's asking Blake to comment. I don't think we're going to comment, just to stir up a few guys. Who do you think the best bowler at Mount Lawley is? I'm not answering that. Are you answering that, Pete?
Geez, there's a pretty big blanket right now.
If Blake wants to answer that, go for it.
Yes. You could put a blanket. Yeah.
It's a talented squad now.
Yeah, you could. I say blanket, but you probably need a tarpaulin to fit all the good players at Mount Lawley at the moment, the way they're going.
We haven't seen a side that far in front in Premier League for quite a few years.
No, they do look the goods.
Great shot from
Nice.
Russell.
Nice, Russell.
Well, he's just stirring, isn't he? He's just stirring, saying, I'm still here.
As we said, unlikely, but he will not give up.
You've got to keep yourself in the game, hoping that the opposition just loses rhythm a little bit, starts to just have to search a little bit. Well, I've got to say, I mean, 3 years ago, I played Russell in the semi-finals of the singles, Pete, and it looked like I had the win. But he would not give up, and he ended up getting me. Ended up running up to David Downey in the final. He was saved game about 4 times in that match, all with fantastic bowls.
Well, not great, but it does add to the good degree of
Clog
difficulty.
it up, doesn't it? Yeah.
has Ben's weight because his line is pretty good.
Just not quite. Very good bowl. Russell needs at least the next 3 ends to at least get Ben to start thinking.
Yeah.
At the moment, he's not in Ben's head at all. 21-9. But 21-15, 21-16 could start to. Not far away.
Yes, Russell's room for error is very small right now.
Well, he's fallen in. I don't think he quite made it. But
Ryan's put two paddles up. Ben has changed hands.
temptation for Ben here is to search at that jack high-ish bowl, a shot bowl. It's going to drop away, but how far? Geez, not far off drawing the shot.
Oh, it's trying to fall out. It didn't fall all the way, but no, one to Russell. Does make Russell
have to play the shot.
Yeah, he has to. He can't. He wouldn't want to leave it like that.
Agreed. Which introduces an element of danger. I just wonder what happens if he gets to his own bowl on the inside edge. Does he scrape through the hole?
You'd like to be playing just a touch tight, Ben's bowl, jack down the line kind of stuff, but on the wide hand, then
this is gone.
margin for error is little. Didn't quite have the weight for it.
I think we can be very safely assured that Ben will not be short here. No. He's going to be reaching through that bowl or jack. Almost the best result is belly of the bowl and just sneak the jack sideways.
For three.
For three.
If you can get the jack on the right side and get the angle right, he can get three out of this.
Can't imagine it'll be huge weight, but it'll certainly be solid-ish. Yeah. Now, does it get down from there? Not sure it's getting back. It isn't. So it'll be one more to Russell. 3 ends in a row now. 21-10. Quite a few comments just coming through. Well, we're having a Mount Lawley debate as to who the best player at Mount Lawley is, but we won't worry about that.
That's too hard.
How Mount Lawley have taken over the chat. A couple of other comments in there talking about how Russell's a fighter and he won't go away. We certainly know that.
No. Yeah, no, as we said, Ben still has to win this. He can't let the shot come to him because Russell won't allow that.
Lynn said if only all the other bowls weren't in the way, he could draw the shot. Well, that's part of the battle when you're playing when you're playing players that get close a lot. It's not always easy to just draw the shot, is it? Todd, we were asking you for prediction on final scores.
I think it's got a little bit of life left.
He's still got to go with Ben. I mean, you'd much rather be in Ben's shoes, but
definitely. But as we said, if Russell can get to say 15 without Ben scoring, then
it's almost game on at that point.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I certainly believe Russell can get to 16 before Ben wins. Whether or not he can do that before Ben scores. He's won 3 ends in a row at this point.
Was just laid off on this one. He won't like that one. No, he's already.
This is the issue. He can't have a bad end.
No, he's got very small room for error. weight looks pretty good. He's going to hold, but
I think it's going to do enough to count. Well, there's still a bit of run left in it. Yep, there it goes. So
Two.
it's still 2.
So
Suddenly.
it's not a great 2, but Russell only have 1 bowl left after this, so you hate leaving it for your last.
That's a handy line for Russell. Starting to get away though.
It's a good
Hang
weight.
on.
Will he hold enough? Yeah, no. Tried to roll
Wow.
back behind it. What's Ryan going to do?
He might have got dreadfully unlucky there.
Not good. 1 to yellow.
That one down there? Or the one next to Rusty's bowl? Okay. And the other one's not closed.
Nearly talked Ryan into that.
Talked him into it, yeah. So Ben asked how many it was. Ryan indicated 1, and then he, all right, 1 and a measure.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'll throw you a bone.
Well, it might be 2 and a measure now.
Well,
Yep,
definitely 2.
and a measure.
This is pretty important here. That's an understatement. It is very important.
The problem for Russell here is he does not want to be on the outside edge of Ben's front bowl there, because he could pump him in for 3.
He's got to get the line right, but
This
he can't
is
be
tough.
tight.
Yeah, this is tough.
Okay, the weight going past us didn't look too bad, but it does look tight.
He only needs to get to these bowls and fall back. Well, that'll do.
That's
It'll do
close.
to cut it back. It's at least, it's at the very worst second shot.
Ben must have asked the question.
1 yellow. But danger averted for now.
Yeah, I wouldn't be questioning Ryan's judgment. He's got a pretty good eye.
He certainly does.
Well, chances, if he arrives.
I was going to say he wasn't there, and he's not. But gee, it was trying.
Gave a shout, didn't it? Russell's eyes are going on him. It's never a good thing when Dean looks concerned.
Ooh. It is 1 yellow. So, Ben arrests that little charge from Russell and leads at 22 shots to 10. Jamie says, very generous of you two blokes calling Ben's bowls yellow.
I've seen better colours.
Right, is that the steadier that Ben needed just to finish this off, or is there another charge in here from Russell Bates?
He's back to clearly his favoured length. It has the last few ends given Russell a little bit of confidence that he can win a few more ends.
Well, as we discussed earlier, you have to, in a singles game, you have to expect that you're playing a state singles final, you're up 21-5, your opposition's going to score at some point. You know,
Yeah.
they're a good player who's earned their right to be in the final. They're going to score on a few ends.
That's a good start from Russell. Ben changes immediately. Is he running in and out? Oh, yes, he is. Oh, no, he's not. Yes, he is. No, he's not. I think he did.
Certainly good enough for shot.
I think he did.
One down. The forehand's a better shot now for Russell. He's got his own bowl coming up. Haven't seen him on the forehand in this direction too much.
No, he's avoided it. He's got a bit of weight behind him here.
Well, that breeze is not going to do him any favours.
No, he looks like he
Just held him to the outside.
looked like he was getting down under his quite comfortably.
It did.
Ooh, there's Ben's weight here. He bobbled that a little bit. Looks pretty good weighted wise, but I think he gave it a flick. I'm going with he felt it drop and flick, because I've done that a few times.
Yeah. There are stories we won't tell. Russell come up with something here. He certainly wasn't far. He can almost play the same bowl as his last.
Yeah, same bowl.
He
He's
doesn't
close.
get hit as hard. He's close.
He was a touch
Still not
wider
going to
this
get
time.
back. He was, yep. Well, it's not a bad consolation prize. He's given himself a bit of representation at the back.
Representation.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, he's even got an option to play through for the jack and
Yeah.
get Ben's bowl on the way through,
Yeah, he does.
if he chooses to play that. It may depend on where Ben lands with this one.
So it was a better delivery.
Still looks to be on the wideish side. Don't know that it'll get back. It's trying now.
Trying hard late, isn't it?
Jeepers. Oh, I don't know. Don't think so. Russell's not concerned.
No.
Expect we'll see this searching type shot again.
Can't search too much. I don't want to get the inside of his and go through the holes.
Okay, he's
and
on a
be
tighter
3 down.
line. He needs us to hang on now. It's gone. Now, is it just one? We actually haven't seen a signal yet. Looks like it's just one. Ryan's got one pad already. And he's just waiting for acknowledgement from Russell. One. 23 shots to 10. 2 shots away from victory. Ben Leggett. Expect we'll see more of the same. Matt's in a similar spot to where it was for the last end. Jack up somewhere near the tee. A little bit shorter than that. Okay.
Just a little bit shorter. Not sure by design.
No, this is the thing. You can't always be sure that it's a tactic or you just not roll it hard enough.
It would help if they say, I'm going to roll it 26 metres before they let it go.
Yeah.
Then we could make a valid comment.
Well, if you told Ben when he was 16-3 down in the semi-final that he'd be leading 23-10 in the final, he'd have taken that. He would have said, you are kidding.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
Nice start from Russell. It's a nicer line from Ben.
Yeah, he needs it to pull up, that's all. Just going. So opportunity now for Russell to close right in on the jack. Just Doesn't really need to change anything from his previous delivery. He trails it, all good. Problem is the breeze comes up and changes it.
Yeah.
He's done well. It's enough to count.
It's
The famous Wanneroo leaf drops
Yep.
in next to the jack, and Ryan
Ryan.
takes care of that.
spoil spot. Ben's pretty close here, so going to stop.
Which edge of the bowl is he getting?
He's getting the right edge.
Perfect.
Great shot. Great shot.
Gonna need this to hang on. There's Russell. Needs it to hold on for the jack. It's just going to drop away. Still one down.
Yep.
Ben Leggett potentially one bowl away from the title. They do have a bowl left each. Can Ben make this the last end of the match?
Russell gave it a wayward kick, then had to chase it. It's a bit late to be running after bowls.
Let's change to the forehand. Just that reference bowl out there.
Centred a bit high, unless he's... I don't think he's covering. Not going to give him that benefit. He's just played it wide.
Bit of a searcher from Russell.
Yeah,
This is
searching
deep.
for the bowl, but
It's deep. I can see why he played it. 3 seconds. Potentially 4 if he could sit it and stay. That's where he's at the moment. He needs to score, so he knows that. 24-10 now, the scoreline. One shot away from glory for Ben Leggett. Thanks, Pammy. Pam just saying she's enjoyed the commentary.
always liked Pam,
It's nice. Yeah.
even though she gives me a hard time.
Yeah. Well, Ben Leggett, can he find the one shot that he needs? Can Russell extend this a bit further? Oh, I think we can rest assured that won't be it. About a metre short of the jack.
No, that's not the winning bowl.
Rusty with a nice reply here. It's a great bowl. It does sit jack high. Give Ben a little bit of a reference for his metre correction. Don't know that he's got the metre though.
No, he hasn't given nothing.
Well, Russell needs to cover this up now. That the jack-eye bowl's nice, but it's inviting.
Yeah, it's not where he wants to be. To slide under it, but he's sliding around it, is he? Again, a nice bowl, but
Just a nice little frame for Ben to play into now. I'll be very surprised if he's short with this bowl.
he doesn't like it. We'll see what his reaction can be. True.
There's a chance to draw a shot round it, but he's not going to pull up in time to do that. So, looks like it's still two to Russell. It looks like he's tried to tighten this up a little bit. Try and get to the jack.
The line's pretty good.
Needs to get down. Yeah, that's well played. Needs it to pull up. Yeah, that's well played. That's landed right in the zone to the. In terms of stopping Ben getting immediate access to the jack.
Ben just looking to slide under that first bowl of Russell's.
Oh, he's on a better line.
If he's got the run, I don't think he has.
He should drop away. There you go. Oh, well, it's at least two, probably three. The only issue here is there's just nothing for movement of jack for Russell. That's all.
Oh, dead draw. Might be too dead. Urging's going to get that there, so let's see what the damage is. Definitely one.
I'll back three.
You're back
But
in
we'll
three.
see. Yep.
We've taken two out. Ben looks satisfied with that. That looked like two. Oh, no, it's close. Oh, he's definitely got the 12.
Well done, Lynn. Enjoy your roast. Lynn's off to put the roast in the oven. Beautiful.
Oh, Sunday roast on a Monday.
On a Monday. I can only assume that's probably only two, given the fact that there was no more measuring done. Yep, two it is. 24 shots to 12. And Ben Leggett now has last bowl for the rest of this match.
Yes. Yeah, whether that's 6 minutes,
Yes.
or 36 minutes, or 1 hour 6 minutes.
If you do remember last year's final between Cody and Warren, there was a big comeback in that match. It was earlier than this. It
much
was
earlier
at
than
about
this.
20, when Cody was about 20. Warren made a stirring comeback. And if Batesy's going to make a comeback here, he's going to have a story to tell.
He's going to be able to brag about this for a long time if he comes back from here. This is, yeah,
This bowl's handy.
it's going on the CV.
This bowl is very handy.
It's not a bad reply.
He's going to
Might
get
just run past him
Yeah.
and duck away.
That's all it was. Thought he might have been going to grab a little piece of it as he went past, which probably wouldn't have helped him in the end. But
Well, he runs it out. He's pretty good. You might want it closer, but it's a nuisance as well. Makes Ben change hands.
he didn't even think about it, did he? Straight to the other hand.
He's played plenty of bowls on that hand, so it's not a problem at this time of day.
Oh, he's in the zone here.
And he's just got to pull up.
That is a great shot.
Sit on front of the jack. That's what
Brilliant
you want
bowl.
when you only need one to win.
Brilliant bowl. Russell's really got 2 opportunities to sit that bowl off the jack. Can't imagine he's just drawing. Just needs to play that meter and try and land the bowl.
Can't just draw. So reasonable weight here.
Needs it to start getting down now.
It's trying.
Just outside it.
Probably puts that in a better position, maybe.
Yeah, only question being, does he still have second shot? We think so.
And back on the backhand. It's not going to sit next to it.
He just wants to beat the front bowl. It's as simple as that for Ben with this one, and he's not going to.
No, he hasn't done that. But that was...
is it 1 or 2? It's 2.
Yeah, wasn't even trying to beat... I think he just wanted to get it down there as quick as he can.
So now it's a piece of the jack, or sit the bowl clean and stay.
Yep.
Is the task.
That's a tough shot on that hand.
An edge of the bowl and run through is not going to get the job done now because he's 2 down.
Has he got a spring in his step?
Well, it's a tighter line than last time. It's starting to drop.
He needs some luck and won't get it. And that'll be it.
That is going to be it. Ben Leggett is crowned the 2024-25 men's singles champion. A fantastic display. He put the runs on the board right the way through the middle part of that match when he won 8 ends in a row to extend an 8-5 lead to a 21-5 lead. And it was all too much for Russell Bates to be able to pull that back. As try as he did, a little bit of a fight back through ends 16, 17 and 18 where he was able to put 5 shots on the board. But Ben Leggett is the champion. Dad getting out there to celebrate with him. And he has had a wonderful, wonderful couple of years, has Ben Leggett. And look, as I say, halfway through that semi-final, if you told him he was going to be the state singles champion, he might have laughed at you. But what a performance. Sometimes the semi-final victory marks the win more so than perhaps in the final, you know, and I think there's an example of that right there.
He had so much confidence going into that final from where he came from. Dead and buried in the semi and fought his way back. It's not as if he got given the return, the comeback. He had to actually fight for it. Tyrone certainly didn't give up. So that's a really good win and a really good young fella to take that win. Great family bowls.
Yep, absolutely. I'm sure.
Be celebrations at Mount Lawley right now.
Yeah, I can see Cindy there from Mount Lawley taking some images and taking some photos. They will be celebrating again at the Mount Lawley Bowling
So I'm going to let you wrap up while I go do some organising. But thank you for the day. I'll see everyone next week, so don't miss us.
Yep.
Doug, Phil Manning and myself will take over. We'll leave you at home.
Thank you, Peter. Alrighty, that is going to conclude our coverage here from Wanneroo. It has been a marvellous day. Congratulations to, as Peter nearly decapitates himself on the tent, but congratulations to Christina Christic and her history-making 6th state singles title. And on the other scale of things, a remarkable 2 different wins. We've had Christina that's won her 6th, and we've got Ben Leggett that announces himself to the world and says, I am a state singles champion. What a fantastic day it's been. Thank you to Dean Lomax for his efforts in Lomax Productions, to Aaron Clark, who's looked after all the social media side of things throughout the day, to Prickles that joined us in commentary, Cameron Harris who joined us earlier, and of course Peter Harris. It's been wonderful bringing you the coverage of the state singles from Wanneroo, and as Peter said as he left, they'll catch you next week down at the Interzone round robin. May the best team win down there. It's the highlight of Country Bowls, and we can't wait to see the streaming from there. Catch you next time.
take one step, then you will.